let's jump right into this explainer. Today, we're unpacking the absolute masterclass of a career belonging to one of British cinema's most enduring icons. We're talking about a legendary run spanning over 70 years. It's a story of pure grit, totally unforgettable performances, and that incredibly calm, signature style we all know and love. Okay, let's dive into this. 130. Think about that number for a second. That is the staggering volume of feature films he's appeared in over his massive 8-decade career. I mean, it represents a level of relentless dedication that is quite honestly practically unmatched in the entertainment industry. But, he certainly wasn't handed this success on a silver platter. Not at all. Born Maurice Joseph Micklewhite, he actually grew up in deep poverty during the Great Depression. His dad was a fish market porter, and his mom was a cleaner. He survived the London Blitz, left school at just 16 to work as a filing clerk, and eventually even saw active combat in the Korean War. These incredibly tough early years completely forged that working-class grit and resilience that would later define his absolute best on-screen performances. So the real turning point is how he actually went from that struggling kid to a massive household name. Back in his early theater days, casting directors just could not wrap their heads around the name Maurice Micklewhite. Looking for a spark of inspiration, he literally looked up and spotted a glowing cinema marquee advertising the movie The Caine Mutiny. Right there, in that foggy London moment, he adopted the surname, and the legendary identity of Michael Caine was officially born. And man, his ascent was rapid. It was like a rocket launch. He went from seriously struggling to make ends meet in the 1950s straight to international fame in the 60s. His incredibly confident screen presence in the 1964 war film Zulu totally put him on the map, but it was his starring role in 1966's Alfie that truly changed the game, earning him his first Academy Award nomination and turning him into a global sensation practically overnight. Once he broke through, he became this absolute defining force in cinema, just rattling off a legendary run of hits across the 60s and 70s. We're talking the gritty espionage of the Ypres File, the iconic British heist in The Italian Job, right on through to Get Carter and Sleuth. He proved, without a doubt, that he was incredibly versatile. He was equally convincing in laugh-out-loud comedy, gritty crime dramas, and totally intense thrillers. Now, despite all this massive success, Caine kept a hilariously pragmatic approach to his craft. When critics started questioning some of his, let's say, less prestigious career choices in the 1980s, he dropped this absolute gem of a quote. "I have never seen it. However, I have seen the house that it built, and it is terrific." It just perfectly highlights his relentless work ethic. To him, acting was a job, and he simply never stopped showing up to do the work. And that relentless drive built an extraordinary legacy. Even with the occasional critical slump, you just couldn't deny his talent. He pulled off the incredibly rare feat of earning Academy Award nominations across 5 different decades. 5! He even took home the Oscar for Best Supporting Actor twice, first in '86 for Hannah and Her Sisters, and again in 1999 for The Cider House Rules. By the year 2000, his status had totally transitioned from celebrated actor to permanent British cultural icon. Queen Elizabeth II officially elevated him to knighthood for his services to drama. And if that wasn't enough, that very same year he received the highly prestigious BAFTA Academy Fellowship, which is literally one of British cinema's highest possible honors. But guess what? He wasn't done yet. Not even close. In the 2000s, an entirely new generation of fans discovered him. He had this massive late-career resurgence, stepping into the role of the ultimate mentor figure in Christopher Nolan's biggest blockbusters. From Batman Begins through Interstellar and beyond, it was his calm, authoritative presence that completely anchored these massive science fiction and superhero epics. Finally, in 2023, after releasing The Great Escaper, he officially retired. He chose to step away right while he was still pulling in rave reviews. And behind all of this very public success was the quiet stability of his marriage to Shakira Baksh since 1973. Amazingly, one of the longest-lasting unions in the entire industry. So thinking about all this leaves us with a pretty profound question. After 70 years of pure grit, resilience, and just consistently showing up to do the work, what part of Michael Caine's legendary evolution inspires your own journey?